Let me make sure it's up. Let's go.
Wait, so when the live's in, you said it automatically saves?
It should, yeah.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, I think we're rocking and rolling right now. As a matter of fact, I think it's up. I'm gonna double check here.
Yeah, it says live on my side too.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yo, why aren't you pulling up? Pig Trail Network.
You that old what you call it, $100. He gonna just mention to me now talking about Anthony Black going to Gonzaga. Like, shut up. All the Oklahoma State fans are salty, sending me shit. I don't want to hear that. You do realize he's in.
So, all right, we're just gonna have to assume it's up and running because.
Yes, sir. Let's get there. Let's rock.
All right, tell me. Okay, so we know that Oklahoma State was in the mix in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what has happened since then? Because you listen, for everyone who's just coming in here or who's watching this, assuming this is recording, it better be. For everyone who's just coming in, this is Ramone. He goes by Ramone or at Grind So Hard 28 with 2 D's. You've made, from what I understand, you've made multiple predictions. You've gotten them all right.
So far with Arkansas class, yeah, 3 for 3.
Okay, so who were those picks that you made?
Well, the first one was Nick Smith. The second one was Barry Dunning, and the third one was Jordan Walsh.
And you got all 3 of those
correct.
Correct.
Yeah, the first one.
Were you, because if I remember right, you were one of the first ones to make that pick on, was it Walsh? You were like one of the first ones to come out and say that he was going to be a hog.
Yeah, on all of them. Yes, sir.
All right. So now we fast forward to this pick. This is a big one. Anthony Black, 5-star, big-time prospect. There's no doubt that this class is already stacked, and Anthony Black, I mean, I think Rivals is the only site where he's not a unanimous 5-star. I think 247 has him on both composite, or has him as a on their site is a 5-star. 247 or Rivals, excuse me, on Hogbeat, he's listed as a 4-star, but he's a top 30 player, top 5 point guard in the country. You say he's going to be a Razorback?
Yeah, I was actually the first one to put out the prediction on Anthony last October. I hadn't predicted to come to Arkansas as well.
All right. And sorry, again, for anyone who's watching this, I just realized it should just now be live. This is all new to me. I apologize, man. But it's a lot of fun. Okay, like,
no, you're fine. We can start it over if you need to.
I think we're good. We can just start it here.
All right.
I think we're fine. We'll be all right. It shouldn't be this complicated. There we go. Now we got people popping in. Here we go. All right, so we will start from the top. What's up, Chris? Aiden Bowen. So there's a little tweak there under the edit button that says, you got to go public. That is Ramone. What's going on, Nick Yates? How you doing, man? All right, we'll start from the top. You guys, those of you who are in my live streams, by the way, we're creeping up on 1 million total views, baby. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting to 1 million total views. Those of you who followed me long enough, I don't do interviews. I've not done interviews since I was on a certain podcast. I haven't done one in a long time. The show's not set up for it. Ramone hit me up on Twitter, and he's like, yo, I want to interview. Let's talk. And so here we are. Let's start from the top. I've got about 25 minutes, Ramone, so we'll try and wrap this up and try and do it pretty quick.
For sure.
All right, so tell everyone first, the picks that you got right for Arkansas, and we'll start there. Who did you get right and for the Hogs?
All right, well, so far, I'm 55 for 59 right now, but my last 3 picks, well, technically 6 I got right, but as far as the Arkansas recruiting class, I was the first to predict Barry, Jordan Walsh, and Nick Smith to Arkansas. And well, as of right now, obviously there's another big time 5-star that commits today, Mr. Anthony Black, and I had him predicted to Arkansas since last October. and I'm expecting that prediction to come into fruition in a couple of hours.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, I saw that, and I saw your pick on Walsh. And when people were doubting Walsh, and everyone was like, "No, you don't understand. Ramone's making this pick. He's gonna be right." And me and some friends were talking about it, and your name just kept popping up. People kept talking about Ramone, like, dude, this guy has not been wrong. You've been on this pick, like you said, for a minute now on Anthony Black. We've also got a time update on that. I guess so everything's supposed to start at 5:30 tonight for the events.
Yeah,
And
well,
he's gonna
5:30 our time, 6:30 will be like Eastern, something like that.
I think so, yeah. All right. If you guys have a question for Ramone, hey man, now's the time. Fire away. We've got we got 20 minutes. If you guys got anything recruiting wise,
yeah, I don't mind answering any questions. And thank you for your time too. I appreciate you having me on as a guest. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Anytime. I know you've wanted to do something before, and I've heard you on some Twitter Spaces as well with Josh. I think is it Teeter? Was it Josh Teeter and
my boy?
Some of those dudes, yeah. Those Twitter Spaces get wild, man.
Hell yeah, they do. They can go left pretty quick.
That's awesome. If you guys are on, if you're on Twitter, do me a favor, share this stream. As you could tell, this is a little unorthodox. I don't have OBS. I don't have all the fancy overlay stuff because I'm doing everything through Streamlabs. I'm not even entirely sure how to share this on social media. So if you guys would tag a few folks, let them know you're here. Ramone knows. We were talking before. Ramone gonna make some money tonight. That's from Will.
For sure. Ramone definitely gonna make some money tonight.
So your confidence sounds like 10 out of 10, man.
Yeah, now I'm at a 10 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday, I was still 50-50, even with you can go to my replies and check because I don't fabricate nothing and I don't delete nothing either. That's one thing I don't do. Yesterday I was still 50-50, but when I was hearing like the Gonzaga is between Gonzaga and Arkansas, like Gonzaga didn't make sense to me. Number one, Arkansas just beat the crap out of them. Two, Gonzaga is 1,000 miles away, and three, they didn't really do a good job of making sure this incoming class is right because they don't even know what's gonna happen with Checker Timmy. So like that was just to me that was like a smoke screen.
So you think with Arkansas, with all the talent they have coming in with this class, that's only an incentive, right? I mean,
yeah. Why wouldn't he want to join the Must Bus? Not only that, it's just everything that Arkansas has been doing. Even though I'm not originally an Arkansas fan, I've become a fan in the last few years. I've been very impressed with Coach Ronnie, Coach Muss, and everybody else on staff. Everybody's been doing a great job, and just even making it to the Elite Eight back to back is very hard. People don't even understand how hard it is, even when the NCAA tournament game. So like that's very impressive.
I've had people argue with me, and they are younger, but I've had people argue with me, trying to talk about how making the Elite Eight isn't that big a deal, and I'm like, dude, I'm 38, and I'm old enough to remember when the Hogs were getting there, and it was a regular occurrence. But through the 2000s, you've done it twice. That's it, 2 times. That's it, man, twice. It's not easy to do, and they've been the last SEC school standing now 2 years in a row as well.
Facts.
So I agree with you. I think Arkansas, when you look at the class, man, I mean, Jordan Walsh, Nick Smith, Darian Ford, Barry Dunning, who's the Gatorade Player of the Year. He's the number 1 player out of the state of Alabama, or at least he was last I saw on 247.
Yeah,
Joseph Pinion.
Barry's my boy.
They're stacked, man. And I think people are sleeping on Pinion. I think people are sleeping on my guy.
For sure. I haven't seen much of him, I'm not gonna lie, but he's 6'6", he's a shooter. So like, I mean, that's definitely we need all the height and all the shooters we can get. That definitely is a win. I actually been in Fayetteville for the last 3 days. I'm actually still here now. Definitely been a wonderful weekend. I'm really appreciative and grateful of just even Arkansas community. Everybody's been showing me nothing but love and gratitude. So I'm definitely appreciative. And I really wasn't trying to let nobody down with this Anthony Black prediction either. So I'm glad it's looking like things are gonna be working out in my favor.
There's gonna be some people that owe you some apologies and just owe up that you may have. Now, listen, if it does go the other way around.
Oh yeah, okay. Actually, the Power Fed Jam Fest is actually at 6:30 now. here, 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay.
There's rumors that he's supposed to be committing at halftime.
Okay. So if this does go the other way around and he doesn't pick the Hogs,
Uh-huh.
are you gonna have to delete your Twitter?
Nah, but I will. I feel me. I'll give due credit. And the first person that put in for Gonzaga, which was Travis, I believe. I'll definitely give him his props and definitely will be giving out the credit and the apologies. But I don't think we have to worry about that today.
Well, so Rob Cass,
from what I know already, he's already told the staff he's coming, like as of this morning. So
whoa,
it's kind of a done deal.
So Rob Cassidy this morning at 10:53 a.m. and again, man, I don't get people who doesn't think that's newsworthy. It is newsworthy. You've got these two writers who are flipping. I'm not saying he's going to be a hog. Ramone is. I'm not. If he is, oh my God. And Ramone, I'll probably have you back on. That way you could tell me I told you so, Ty. You shouldn't have doubted me. But the news being Rob Cassidy and Travis Graff. I think Travis has like an 86% accuracy on his future cast on Rivals. You got to give these dudes some love, man. I mean,
not only that, Jamie Shaw and Gary Hamilton on 3, they work for Tipton, which is Tipton stuff, and Tipton's actually the one putting out his edit tonight. So, yeah, it's actually four Arkansas changes as of this morning.
We have a question from Justin James. Question for Ramone: How hard did Arkansas go after Khalil Ware, and why did he choose Oregon over Arkansas? Which is a good question considering their coach is not there, the guy that recruited him.
Yeah. Had Arkansas missed on Anthony Black, I definitely think they would have pursued Khalil Ware, like him being Nick's teammate and stuff. But I just think they was trying to concentrate on Anthony Black because just even at times earlier in the year, like the point guard role was kind of like inefficient, I guess is a better word. So him being 6'8", coming just playing off Nick and Jordan, they've been friends for a minute too. So I thought that was a great choice, actually prioritizing AB over Khalil Ware. No offense, but like it's just hard to pass up on a 6'8" point guard, shooting guard, wing. So
yeah, well, again, we know how Muss likes to roll too. I mean, he's very guard heavy. I mean, granted, this class technically is 3 forwards and 2 guards, but you've got some size there. Jordan Walsh is no slouch, and I've been told, maybe you can back me up on this, he's actually closer to 6'8" than he is 6'7".
Yeah, I was with him all summer. Yes, that's correct. 6'8", 6'9".
So he's a big dude. That's a big guy with a pretty good reach. What, a 7'3", 7'3" width?
He makes me look like a little boy in the picture that we got.
That's funny. Again, guys, if you're new here, subscribe. If you haven't already, go follow Ramone. Again, Ramone is on Twitter at Grind So Hard. That's with 2 D's, 28. So go follow him on Twitter. He's making the claim. He's confident. He's 10 out of 10 on Mr. Anthony Black calling the Hogs tonight. I hope you're right, man, because
for sure.
Already, I mean, sure, I'm a Hog guy, right? I cover the Razorbacks. I am a Hog fan, born and raised in Fayetteville. You said you're in town. Have you visited? And no, they're not a sponsor. Have you visited Wright's Barbecue yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go later on. I was at JJ's Grill earlier, and then my boy Alex, he showed me around town. Like I was at Bud Walton Saturday. That was dope. That was a pretty good experience.
Yeah, you like Bud Walton. Does it live up to the expectations, or does it live up to all the?
Yeah, it was big. I'm not gonna lie, bigger than Auburn and Miami.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty good sized arena. All them banners up there, they're lovely too.
For sure.
If you get a chance, you got to go by Wrights. Yeah, there's a couple of stops in Fayetteville, man. That's it's my hometown. I'm partial to Fayetteville. If you guys have any questions, I've got a few more minutes left. As long as Ramone has a few minutes.
Yeah, I do.
Fit Nick says he's followed you. Dirty Balls 32. I swear, y'all, with these names. Walsh, Black, and Nick Smith Jr. were top of the SEC, if not the nation, next year. Let me ask you, man, you're savvy with college basketball.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the ceiling should be for the Razorbacks next year? I get it. We're still waiting on JD Note. We're still waiting on Jalen Williams. But what do you think the ceiling is, assuming those guys stay and with all these additions?
Well, I think with the experience of the coaching staff and just even how high caliber the players that they got coming in, I honestly expect Arkansas to make it to the at least Final Four next year, especially if we go after need a big man after AB commits, and that should seal the deal.
Yeah. Well,
Depending on obviously what Jalen does and JD, but I honestly don't expect JD to come back, especially with AB's commitment today.
yeah. So you think this will push him out?
Yeah, not intentionally, but like
Right.
you have to prioritize the 5 stars. Just come on now.
Yeah. I like what JD Note's done. I like you don't get as far as Arkansas's got in the last 2 years. Well, this year at least.
Mm-hmm.
Without him. But man, the ceiling on these guys, Nick Smith and Anthony Black and Walsh, all these guys, like the ceiling is so high, and the roster talent. You flip from having all this experience, but guys that I don't think have the same ceiling as these new guys coming in. So I'm hearing a lot of Final Four expectations. In fact, I had a show earlier today, and I had people saying, "Look, it's Final Four or bust for me." I'm not on that boat. I'm definitely not going to say Final Four or bust, but I think that's starting to become the newest expectation for Hog fans, even without Anthony Black, and rightfully so because this class is so stacked.
For sure.
What are the chances? The big center from Utah State. I don't know who you're talking about.
I do. I forgot his name though. He's like 6'11".
I guess they're asking what are the chances?
Arkansas contacted him earlier in the week, like last week, but I don't know like how far it's gonna go because it's still early. You know what I'm saying? It's still March.
It is. we still have a whole. We still got a Final Four left to play. I do have a list of some of these names. This was posted from Evan Maya Kawa. I apologize if I'm butchering that name. I'm sure I am. But there's a laundry list here of people that are in the portal and haven't announced yet. You've got Terrence Shannon out of Texas Tech, Brandon Murray, Will Richard. Do you see Arkansas going after any of these guys? You got Xavier Pinson, although I think he kind of burned his bridge here. But you think
actually, I don't see Arkansas going after any of these guys. With the expectation of AB commitment, I just expect them to get a big man or two from the transfer portal and just rock out with the roster we already have.
Well, looking at the big men that are available, I'm only seeing two true fives right now on this list, and that's Utah Valley's Fardwaz Amik, who's a redshirt sophomore. He's a true five out of Utah Valley, and then you've got out of Lafayette Neil Quinn, and you got a handful of forwards. You got a handful of guys that could probably play the 4 spot. Warren Washington out of Nevada. And Deshaun Thomas, I think Dischon Thomas. You've got him. You got a few, 4s and 5s, but Riley Batten out of Utah. There's another one that's a power forward. He's a junior. He's going to have some eligibility left. So you think if they do go to the portal, they're going to go after some size?
Yeah, I actually fully expect AB to commit today. I really don't have a doubt in my mind. But yeah, after. Just a big man, and honestly, Mush should be at least on his way back to the Elite Eight for the 3rd year in a row.
Right. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I feel like Elite Eight.
Actually, after AB commits, I'm actually gonna put in a 5-star prediction for a guy in the class of 2023. I don't want to say his name yet, but I'm gonna wait till AB commits, and I got another prediction for another guy coming to Arkansas next year, 5-star recruit.
So you'll give that name when you give that prediction?
No, I'll give the name in like 3 hours.
Oh,
I can tell you his name. It don't matter. Actually, I don't care. It's AB's teammate though at Duncanville.
Say it again.
It's AB's teammate at Duncanville right now. His name is Ron Holland. He's ranked top 5 in the country.
So you think he'll be a hog? He's going to follow his teammate
for sure.
Y'all heard it here, man. Ramone's giving you another one. I mean, right there. So
class of 2023.
2023. So, all right, if you go 2 for 2, you're going to have a lot of people kissing your toes, my guy.
Well that would be 5 for 5, technically. After today.
After
Celtics today, 4 for 4. Then
okay.
5.
Name is we already talked about him. Celtics seems like every school in the NCAA has contacted Amik. I'm pronouncing that wrong. I know I am. All right. Well, one last chance. If you guys have anything, ask away. I'm going to give you like just a little bit. Man, I appreciate you doing this, Ramone.
Nah, no problem. I actually appreciate you for having me on.
I need to get in on those Twitter spaces. People tell me, I think Ty Richardson had me in one. I need to get in on more. I just don't have 4 hours to sit on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they are fun, man. You guys crack me up.
No, I understand.
Sometimes there's a little unnecessary heat on Twitter.
For sure.
He gets both 247 and Rivals. Going to be knocking down Ramone's door. Oh, Austin saying you're going to get hired by one of these folks, by one of those recruiting sites.
Yeah, 1-3 already asked, but hell no.
Was Gonzaga or the G League big time threats like we all thought?
The G League, no. He was going to college. But the thing with the G League, they don't even have the roster for nobody who's coming there. He would literally be the first commit. So I didn't see that. Gonzaga, I was a little worried, but after the game, my jitters went away. But Oklahoma State, that's honestly who I thought was the biggest threat to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with the NCAA knocking on their door?
Yeah, because the postseason is for this year. It's not for next year.
Oh, okay.
And they do have 2 other 5-stars that came out of high school, so I just thought, but fit-wise, Arkansas made the most sense. SEC, you know what I'm saying? Competition.
Let's be real. Arkansas, again, like we said earlier, I don't know how much was caught earlier when you and I were talking before I went live, but Arkansas was the last school to finish
2 years in a row. Correct.
2 years in a row. I mean, that's got to mean something to some of these prospects, without a doubt. Ramone for president, says POWs and our veterans not forgotten.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
This dude is legit. Thanks for the information. Zachary Hall, that's the weather guy right there. I'm going to get you in our Discord,
No
Zach. I want you in our Discord so you could talk to some Arkansas weather for us. All right, man. I think that's going to do it. I got to go pick up my kids from school. Appreciate everyone stopping by. Ramone, thanks a lot, man. We'll have to do this again.
No, my pleasure. Thank you so much. And definitely chat soon, especially after tonight. Woo Pig.
Woo Pig. That's right. Go Hogs.
Yes, sir. Go Hogs.
There you have it. There you go. His Twitter is Ramone is his name on Twitter, and it's grindsohard28. GRINDSOHRDD28. I have no idea if this is going to save to the show. I'm assuming you guys, this is an entirely different setup here. I'm using StreamYard. I've never done this. Everything I do is through OBS. But I do appreciate you guys. I'm going to go pick up my kids. That was Ramone. This guy's been picking the Hogs for Black. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but Ramone's awfully confident, man. We're going to have to get him back on. That was worth the $25 I had to pay to do this to StreamYard. Definitely worth it. That was a lot of fun. Woo Pig, and I'll see you guys maybe later tonight. Go Hogs. Woo!